Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie. You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast that's slightly more fun than a corncob doll, but slightly less fun than an action figure.
What is a corncob doll? Please explain.
Okay, so a little backstory here. One of my favorite books growing up was called If You Lived in Colonial Times. And it sort of laid out... I'm realizing how lame this sounds. It sort of laid out all the things that, kids in colonial times might do, like slaughtering chickens, or drinking beer because beer was safer than water, or making clothes, or, because of women's limited role, playing with corncob dolls to prepare you for motherhood. So a corncob doll, literally just what it sounds like, you take an ear of corn, and you take its little husk, right, and you pull it down to make little arms and a little dress, and then you have a doll.
Oh.
Before you ask, yes, I did make one.
Are there pictures? I would love to see a picture of your corncob doll.
I don't have a picture of my corncob doll.
Disappointing, but I'm impressed that you... What's the name of that book again?
If You Lived in Colonial Times.
Wow, that good. What was your book recommendation a few weeks ago about the dinosaurs?
After the Dinosaurs, also classic. But I think the fact that If You Lived in Colonial Times didn't confront the fact that if you lived in colonial times, you probably would just be dead. I just don't think it was heavy enough for kid readers.
Well, the title is If You Lived in Colonial Times.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
If you were one of the lucky few. I'm thankful for your little intro related to colonial times, because that's a perfect segue, totally related to what we're doing today.
Really?
No.
Oh. Why do you hate me?
Sometimes some crime goes slipping through the cracks, but these two gumshoes are picking up the slack. There's no case too big, no case too small. When you need help, just call Chippendales Rescue Rangers.
Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Like the Chippendales?
You mean like the male dancers?
That's what when you say Chippendale, that's what I think.
Chip, space, letter N, maybe an apostrophe, space, Dale.
Are they named after the Chippendales?
No, they're named after a famous cabinet maker from the 1800s.
The Chippendales. The Chippendale Cabinet. Did you not watch Antiques Roadshow every night growing up before you would go into bed and read If You Lived in Colonial Times?
Can't say that I did.
You're missing out.
Antiques Roadshow is pretty good, though.
Antiques Roadshow is fabulous. I learned a lot about appraising antiques as a kid.
But you're not talking about the Chippendale dancers, then? Are they named after the cabinet?
I don't know.
Are they named after these little cartoon chipmunks?
I am not the one who does the boring but welcome history segment.
I'm confused.
Someone should have done his research.
So, Kate, let's go back in time to 1943.
Right. Basically colonial times.
Chippendale, the characters, little chipmunks, first appeared in a 1943 Disney, cartoon short, a theatrical one called Private Pluto. And then if you remember, DuckTales, remember DuckTales?
Whoa! Right?
yeah, it's a duck blur, but you do remember it.
Yeah.
So DuckTales was Disney's cartoon show in the 80s that was extremely successful. They kind of took this risk and they based a cartoon on Donald Duck, their old cartoon character, and those Scrooge McDuck comic books. It was such a huge, crazy smash hit, they immediately were scrambling to find other shows to accompany it so they could cash in even more. So one of the shows that they decided to make was Chippendale Rescue Rangers. The story's not...
What are they rescuing?
Well, they're detectives who take on roles that, the police won't.
It seems shady. Where are they getting the money? Follow the money.
Well, it's a private detective agency, so they have high-paying clients.
Yeah, high-powered clients.
So, Chippendale Rescue Rangers was, long story short, it's not that interesting, but they were originally going to make a show based on the movie The Rescuers, but then they made a sequel to the movie The Rescuers.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Right? It was little mice or something that were also private detectives who traveled the world. It was Bob Newhart, and I forget who the other one was, and another really old actress, how Bob Newhart was way past his prime by the time they made that.
Don't you say that about Bob Newhart.
He's still around. He's still doing his thing.
Still kicking. Get it, Bob.
Instead, they decided to use Chip and Dale as the detectives in this show. It was created by Tad Stones and Alan Zaslov. Zaslov? Z-A-S?
Ted Stones.
L-O-V-E. Tad.
Oh,
Tad.
Like Abraham Lincoln's youngest son?
Yeah.
I had such a crush on Tad Lincoln.
Did you have a book about him?
Maybe I did.
Did you have a book about the
I had
Lincolns?
a lot of books. Come on.
You were really into these historical
Oh my God.
books. I'm happy for you.
Read a book for once, Tyler.
Yeah. In contrast, my favorite books as a kid, yours were, to recap, If You Lived in Colonial Times,
Classic.
After the Dinosaurs,
Yes.
a book about the Lincoln assassination.
I really like this book about Titanic, but I can't remember the title.
Okay. Yeah.
I was really into the Lincoln assassination as a kid. Like
that, like in a scary way, where like they thought you were going to be an assassin.
No, just like I was fascinated by it. I don't know why.
So those are your favorite books.
I just really like disaster, like a lot.
My favorite books were Captain Underpants and Not Reading. So
Not reading. Classic.
And the Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventures, but that's a whole thing. So this show premiered on the Disney Channel on March 4th, 1989, but then it moved to the newly created Disney Afternoon syndicated lineup for the rest of its run to November 19th, 1990. They made 3 seasons and 65 episodes, and that would appear on different channels. Could like pay to syndicate it and license it, so it wasn't any one specific channel, depended on where you lived. Why is this show good? Just like DuckTales, the show has this kind of strange phenomenon of like double layered nostalgia. So if you're watching it in 2019, you're watching an episode of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers from 1989, you're nostalgic about it because it reminds you of being a kid. That's great. But even at the time it was on, it was a show starring characters from the 40s, so it was like nostalgic from the day it was created in a weird way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You're shaking your head no and saying yes.
All right, secret nostalgia.
Yeah, and I think as a kid, I was a big sucker for that kind of thing.
Why?
I don't know, but it had like...
Because you actually lived in the 40s and you're like an ageless being?
Yeah,
because I'm a little concerned.
No, but like, it felt like it had historical weight to it or something. I don't know, which I'm sure could have been a double-edged sword, and another kid may have said, ew, this is that old thing, you know?
Okay.
Who knows?
Fair.
Also, why it's good, it stars chipmunks. You're going to probably hate their voices.
Excellent.
I believe that they're sped up or pitched up a little bit
dear God.
to sound even squeakier. And why it's good, for some reason, the Chip and Dale are dressed up as Indiana Jones and Magnum P.I.
It's a crossover I never knew I wanted.
Well, have you ever heard that piece of trivia that Tom Selleck, Magnum P.I., was originally offered the role of Indiana Jones and he turned it down? So I don't know if that is why they're dressed that way. It's just this weird... I don't know. I mean, I guess it's because their characters are kind of similar to those characters, sort of. Anyway, just an interesting little bit of trivia for you.
Well, let's dive down the chipmunk hole.
We are going to watch Season 1, Episode 13, Parental Discretion Retired.
Oh.
What do you think of that pun?
I don't like it. I want to go home.
The scrapbook of me dad, Cheddarhead Charlie. You love him. He's the greatest adventurer whatever lived. Goes around the world every year, twice on leap years. And this year, he's stopping off to visit me. Here's me dad outside the Taj Mahal. And here's one from the Great Wall of China.
Hey, what's all this newspaper stuff? Lindbergh makes a solo flight across the Atlantic.
Guess he didn't know he had a passenger. Yeah, of course, Dad's luggage ended up in Cleveland.
Sir Edmund Hillary spans atop Mount Everest. The highest point on Earth.
Well, almost. Dad had him beat by a good 2 feet.
Holy, what adventures. He could teach us a lot. When do we get to meet him, Monterey? Yeah, when's he coming in?
Tonight at Pier 12.
Are they riding in a hot dog? I like how cute they are. I don't like how red that one's nose is.
Can you compare this theme song to DuckTales?
The DuckTales theme song is nicer, I think.
I would say, even to further that, this isn't even in the same universe as the DuckTales theme song.
It just
Chip
keep
and Dale
saying Chip and Dale. Who's this guy?
That's Monterey, I believe.
Alright, so is he supposed to be Australian?
Yeah, can't you tell, Monterey? That's not me just doing a bad accent. That's
Like,
what
that's
he
what it
sounds
sounds like. Why is the Australian one speaking at a normal pitch, and these two are speaking at a wildly higher pitch?
Yeah, only Chip and Dale's voices have been affected, and all the other characters are small rodents.
Yeah.
It's an excellent point.
I don't buy it.
Dale is very food motivated.
You know what? Dale understands my aesthetic. On the bright side, Cindy Lou Mouse's One Piece is back in. She's really rocking the jumpsuit. What's her name?
Gadget.
Do they have a bug sidekick?
Yeah, there's like a little fly.
Why?
A little green fly.
Ah, that's horrific. That's why our generation's so angry.
This mouse squaring up to a giant crab.
It happens. This is like horrific.
It is kind of violent, right?
Yeah. That's a toilet flushing. 100%. Ooh.
Oh.
Uncomfortable because
So
that man is pretty old.
So yeah, the minute that he said, and this is Gadget, the dad, his eyes got all weird and he was like, oh, I like her.
This, like, overweight, like...
Much older.
Basically pickled from alcoholism dad. Oh man, and Gadget's into it. It's not good. Unsettling.
She may have had a weird, bad relationship
She
with
might
her
have some
father.
daddy issues.
Oh no. Age gap love.
Oh, here's all the men that I work with. Oh, and then there's Gadget. Which one's Chip and which one's
Chip
Dale?
is Indiana Jones. Dale is Magnum P.I.
That still doesn't help me.
Chip is in a hat. Dale is in a Hawaiian shirt.
Mr. Steal Your Girl shows up. Is that a dolphin? Poor naive Chip. So they've built some kind of makeshift diving bell.
Yeah.
Out of a bucket.
Yeah.
Some goggles. And a garden hose. Who is this guy? Does Zipper talk?
No, he just goes,
Has Zipper had a stroke? No. I just feel like the physics here don't work.
What, you don't think a fly could push over a fishing pole?
What is happening here?
I don't know. We got some blurry underwater animation going on.
Oh no, he's hypnotizing a sturgeon. I'm just so confused by this plot.
Fat Cat is having his minions hypnotize sea creatures to act like chickens. What's so hard to get about that? Makes perfect sense.
I don't understand 90% of what Cheddarhead Mouse is saying. What is his name?
Shedderhead Charlie.
Okay. I don't understand anything that he's saying. Oh my god, are these sea animals laying eggs? Is it epigenetics? What is this? Is he gonna grind them into sausage?
Yeah.
This is excellent.
Like real sausage, probably has a bunch of chipmunks and mice in it.
I feel like adulthood has a lot less hypnosis than we've been led to believe.
Hypnosis was definitely a major plot point on just about every show at some point. The hypnosis was used against them.
There's a lot going on here. Just a lot of questions about like medical ethics.
Psychological experimentation on animals.
Did this go through an IRB?
Our Rescue Ranger show comes to an end, but the Disney afternoon rolls on.
I didn't even not like it enough to talk about what I didn't like.
Yeah, it's another one of those. We've had quite a few, I think.
I'm just so lukewarm on everything.
Right.
I was just bored.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather watch the documentary I have to watch for my grad class.
Well, coming up next in our household, it'll be that. Yeah, I think that's a valid point, and let's compare this really quickly to something like Ren and Stimpy. You hated it.
Oh, I hated it, but I loved to hate it.
Yeah, and it had such flair and style and such a distinct voice that even though you hated it, it was fun to hate, like you said.
Oh my god, I loved it.
It's unique.
Loved
It's not even fun to hate, but there are definitely people out there, and please send us your messages, those of you who loved this, if Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was your favorite show. But I'm willing to bet that there aren't that many people who just absolutely adored it. I think it's kind of a show that was just on, and you watched it. If you were a kid like me who just watched too much TV and it was a default mode you had.
You could have been reading if you lived in colonial times.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, Kate.
I'm just saying.
Would have had a positive effect on my literacy skills throughout the rest of my life.
You want to know my corncob doll's name?
Yeah.
It was Prudence.
Oh my god. Was that from that book, or did you just know that was an old-timey name? Wow. Okay, Prudence.
So from all of us here at Not-Stalgia Studios, Katie, Tyler, and the ghost of my corncob doll Prudence...
Are we gonna visit your parents one day and find a dry, dusty corncob
she
doll
was
in the
already
attic?
a dried husk.
Just completely decrepit, in a corner with mouse bites out of her. Anyway, let's wrap this up.
I think we threw her away.
Oh, R.I.P. Prudence. If you want to get in contact with us and tell us what you named your corncob doll when you were a kid, or what else we could watch, send us an email.
There's going to be a shocking number of calls about corncob dolls.
That email is notstalgia@aol.com. You can go to our website to see all of our other episodes, or www.notstalgia.org, or find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify. Leave us a rating and review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts if you like what you heard, because that's the best way to get our show out there, to get more exposure. You can contact us on social media, and we completely forgot to mention this at the top of the episode, but this was based on a recommendation from a listener named Trace, who we mentioned a couple weeks ago when we did our Doug episode. He sent us a Facebook message. You too can send us a Facebook message. Anyone out there listening that has a suggestion, where he said that he would love to see more of the Disney cartoons, Tailspin, Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers, Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, Goof Troop, Recess, and the other one Saturday morning lineup. Whew! So that's a lot of other shows we will be getting to in the future. Maybe the near future, maybe the distant future, depends. So thank you, Trace. Adios.
Bye, my dude.
The Disney afternoon has more fun in store. Today on Tailspin, Baloo forgets how to fly.
What do we do now?
I think we crash.
And today on Darkwing Duck, Darkwing locks horns with Taurus Bulba.
Gee, this hurts.
And coming up next, egg nappers steal a baby booby egg.
Save my baby!
But the booby baby has small friends in low places. And they battle to save the booby baby.
Fire!
Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
We take no prisoners.
Right on, dude.
Coming up next.